Wait, never mind.
He's
There
back.
we go.
There you
Sorry,
go.
my internet decided it doesn't like me anymore. So, oh, so much fun. How much damage was it?
20. I think I still have the yeah 27,
Okay.
and it's psychic if that matters, but I don't think it does.
No, they take all the damage. He's less than thrilled with you at this particular moment in time. Gotta figure out. Streamlabs OBS is real touchy about having other internet stuff open for some odd reason. I refreshed Twitter and it crashed everything.
Jeez.
Fun. All right, so that brings us back to top of the order with Lillian.
Hey, so told up who they tired swear out of my one.
Okay.
Oh, two tears.
That's a miss as you come up and swing your sword. He kind of dodges out of the way.
I always thought of a kid in 29.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
That would be 10 damage.
Okay. So you come forward and you swing your first attack with your flaming longsword that misses. You come around and spin for a second when it cuts right underneath and actually melts a little bit of the chainmail underneath their clothing. And he kind of yells in pain and clutches at it for a second. And anything else you want to do with your turn?
No idea, done.
Okay. Preach. You're up. Preach.
Preach.
We may have lost Preacher. Gonna
I mean, she just unmuted herself. What's going on?
gonna real quick reconnect. Preach, can you hear us?
I can hear y'all. Can you hear me?
I can hear you
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm almost dead. So I'm gonna go invisible.
Okay.
I'm gonna run home crying.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run to here. There. And I'm just gonna hide and cry and eventually take a healing potion, but mostly just hide and cry.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
You're a rogue, right?
Yes.
So you can take the hide action as a bonus action if you want.
Sure.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Anything to make sure that I don't die. It's a 17 plus 7.
You think you're stealth.
Actually, plus 10.
You think you're even more stealth.
Woohoo!
All right. So, that ends your turn. That brings us to Commander.
All right. Well, I can't hear preach, so I guess we'll get to that when we get to that. Um, but I'm going to move here.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and take burn one attack and switch out the ammo from the silver to the normal.
Okay.
And then I'll take another attack at this guy
Okay.
with
Do you-
sharpshooter. So
Oh, so you have sharpshooter?
Yep.
Okay. Then it doesn't matter that he's behind partial cover.
that's a let's see the attack here. So that's
He has a 72 armor class.
yeah. Oh, trying to add math. So -5. That brings it to a 16.
16. Just barely, but yeah.
Sweet. It's D10 plus numbers. So 22 points of damage on the first shot.
He's less than thrilled with you.
All right.
You said 22, right?
Yes. 2-2, yes.
All right. So you
And
fire
then-
off a shotgun, and hits him right in the side. He gets knocked off his feet for a second, gets back up.
That's my turn.
Okay. That's going to bring us to Vala.
Okay, so I'm hearing the continued sound of combat.
Yep.
I
Surprisingly
get
enough, no one saw you. You apparently were very well hidden.
I get the feeling that my plan did not work as I had expected.
Probably not. Unless your plan was to get all of your friends into a fight with people with guns. And then it worked perfectly.
How the rock behind me, would I be able to climb up on top of it?
You could require a strength check, or strength athletics.
Oh, awesome.
You will also be very easy to see. You'll basically be putting yourself on a pedestal.
I am going to attempt to do that.
Okay.
9.
9. So as
It is a mighty 9.
you're trying to get up there. It is pretty rough. You use all of your movement to get up there, unfortunately.
Okay. So now I am on top of this rock.
Yep.
I'm going to look around at my friends. Oops. Of those that I can see, who is most wounded?
Probably Argenta.
All right. I'm going to cast
From
a
what you can see,
healing word.
she's the one that I believe is the one that's been hit by like 3 or 4 bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to cast healing word on her. Oh. That is 2 4s. I'm casting it at 2nd level. So I believe 12. You get 12 hit points back.
So
Okay.
Vala speaks some words of power, and you feel your wounds start to close a little bit. Argenta.
And then I'm just going to shout out with my bonus action. Can we just stop this before we do something monumentally stupid?
Okay.
And people die.
The Minutemen don't seem quite fazed by your rousing speech. Your party, you'll find out on their turns. And that actually brings us to the Minutemen, who...
Did I get skipped?
of course you didn't. Your turn is right now, and it was actually supposed to be before the commander. Sorry.
So, because I technically went before the commander, I didn't hear Vala's rousing speech yet. And I
Not quite
charged.
yet.
Yeah. So I charged this woman.
Okay.
that I've been working on.
Seems happy to see you.
Yes. I have 3 attacks because I have a weapon in both hands.
Okay.
That's 18 and 14, and then a 17.
So the 14 misses.
Okay, so first
She seems to be a little bit better armored than her companions.
the hatchet hit.
What was the other one? You had
18, 14, 17.
this 17 will miss her too.
Alright, so just the d6 then. She takes 9 more slashing damage.
Still not particularly fond of you. Don't know why. I mean, you're just being wonderful. Cool. Now it's their turn. This guy, one of them kind of runs past you to get here, and takes a shot as he's takes 2 shots as he's running because he hasn't shot yet. Damn. Is it 6 or? Oh, it's an 8. 15.
Misses.
Okay. A lot. 23.
Yeah, that hits.
Right, that'll be 7 piercing damage as he unloads a shot. The other one hits the dirt next to you. The woman that you just stabbed is going to drop the 2 pistols she has and bring out a rapier as she tries to stab you. Wow, just rolling super well. The second one will hit for a 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
It's a D8. For 11 piercing damage.
Okay.
And seeing as you're attacking their leader, the other 3 up here are all gonna load more shots into their guns, and he's actually gonna run up to you. These 2 are gonna stay and just fire one shot each.
Okay.
Miss. And hit with a 23.
Yep.
And that's a 14 damage.
Okay.
And then the guy that runs up behind you is gonna just be stabbed for a 19.
That hit.
For 12 damage.
Okay.
And then the woman in front of you already attacked you, right?
Yep.
And then the dude over by
Still above
Henri
half.
and
guys.
Liliandra is going to stab Henri because he's scary as fuck. So that's a
Color Shadow Blade.
25,
That's too high.
and that's a nat 20.
Well, I guess it takes one to receive one.
So the first hit is 10, and the crit is 13.
All right. Sorry, I'm rolling con saves, so I just barely with a 10 on the first, and the second one I don't have Shadow Blade. What was the total damage? Sorry, 23.
23.
All right. Ready. Let me see. Is that how you clear it? Yeah. Okay.
All right. So that ends their turn. Henri, you're up next.
Okay. Well, I really don't like this guy, but I don't want to waste my last spell slot on him. I will, because that really, really hurt. I don't want to. I'll just stay where I'm at and just do Toll the Dead on him.
That's a con save.
I believe it's a wisdom.
Yeah, it's wisdom.
Okay. What's your spell save DC?
16, I believe. Yeah, 16.
Well, you got a 15, so.
Right.
2d12.
12 and a 9, so 21.
Damn. So as you sit there and you concentrate, this deafening sound comes from, and he just grips his ears and grabs his head in agony, and you can see blood starting to run out of his ears and out of his nose. He's not looking great right now.
Why won't you die?
They're rough dudes. Lillian, you're up. Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
15.
You said 16?
15.
15. Well, both of them hit that guy, so I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, they hit. Okay. Still standing up, but looks real rough. Your first swing comes over and just cuts into him. He's now on one knee, trying to hold his insides in. Definitely a hit. Roll damage.
That would be 18 damage.
And with that, you sit there and one last swing, and you watch his eyes grow wide, and he just drops to the floor, scorch marks all over his armor. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
I will make my way over the other wall.
Okay. So you guys watch as Lillian dashes over and presses her back up against the large rock.
Okay.
Okay. That brings us to Preacher.
Okay, after hearing Vala's speech, she just hears very quietly near her, "I'm not gonna die, I'm not gonna die, I'm not gonna die." And then I take my healing potion. That's a bonus action, right?
Yep.
Okay, so it's just a common one. Yeah.
She's feeling great about herself.
That's 8, 10. I heal 10. I heal 10. Yay me!
Okay, so that's your bonus action. I believe stealth or the invisibility remains until you attack, right?
Attack or cast a spell.
Okay, so
Okay, so I'm going to probably do something stupid that's going to end up getting me killed, but I'm going to wait 5, 10, 15, 20. No. I'm going to move there.
Okay.
Still invisible.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing.
And then they're kind of focused on the woman who just won't die, even though they're putting the holes
like
in it.
they've unloaded just a ton of lead into you. They're not happy at this point. So yeah, Lillian, you feel a brief gust of wind as some presence appears near you, but there's nothing there. And you keep hearing, "I'm not going to die. I'm not going to die. I'm not going to die." That brings us to Argenta in her normal place.
Okay, so Argenta, I'm just gonna act like I'm gonna swing at her, but then my foot comes down on her knee as I try and make a shove action to knock her prone.
That's mean. Athletics.
Yep.
She actually did decent.
24.
Not decent enough. They're not very, like, buff Minutemen. They're more like dexterous Minutemen.
And then hand axe, dagger, both at advantage now that she's prone.
Okay.
That is in 20, not natural,
Okay.
and a 25.
Go ahead and roll damage.
She takes 10 from the hand axe and 5 from the dagger.
All right. So you, those of you that can see him, you watch as he kind of brings his axe up. She brings her rapier around to parry, and then he drops to the ground and hooks her leg, dropping her to the ground. As she spins around, he brings his axe down, right in her chest plate, brings the dagger right in her stomach, and then gets back up, ready to fight again. Anything else you want to do?
Nope.
All right. That brings us to Commander.
Alright, still attacking the same one.
Okay.
Last time, I'll make 2 attacks, both sharpshooter again.
Okay.
First one, it's why am I forgetting my numbers here? Don't think that one will hit. I think it was with the -5, it's 15.
15. 15 just barely hits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The next one is even better. It's a -5, 17.
Okay. Both hit. Go ahead and roll damage. This is gonna hurt.
Well, if I rolled decently.
Well, it's a +10 already.
True.
Twice. So bare minimum, you're doing 21 damage. 22 technically.
Yeah. 16 on the first,
Okay.
and then 20 on the second.
So grand total of 36.
36. Yep.
All right. So you sit there, fire 2 shots off. First hits him in the shoulder. Second one hits him dead in the chest. He's bleeding profusely. You can see him desperately trying to get one of his guns loaded as you've hit him. He's not looking great, but he's still upright. Anything else you want to do?
Question: is this a tree right here, or is that a bush?
That's a tree.
And how thick does it look? Like still got any cover behind it?
Not really. You're looking at maybe like a foot.
Oh, okay. Never mind. No, then I'll just stay there.
Not a massive tree. You need something like this tree is large enough to give cover.
Okay.
But too much smaller than that, it's just not enough.
Cool.
Cool. That will in your turn. That brings us to Vala.
I really think somebody needs to teach you guys the meaning of truly stupid. Walk away now. And I'm assuming Argenta is still the roughest.
That
So,
you can see.
You actually, because he's behind that, or she's behind that big rock, you can't actually see Argenta from where you are.
I would have, even though I'm kind of on the rock and up.
Yeah, the rock he's behind is the same height as your rock, and he's right next to the other side of it. So those rocks are probably a good 10 to 15 feet tall. Like they're boulders.
And I probably can't maneuver myself to be able to see him.
You
turn.
could if you dropped off the rock. You'd need to get to around there to see around it.
All right.
Which is impossible, but you'll need a dex, an acrobatics check to not kind of trip yourself when you hit the ground.
Because I am oh so dexterous. Dexterity check or dexterity or
Acrobatics.
ooh yeah, that is 19.
19. All right. You successfully do it. You're able to get to a spot where you can see him.
All right, healing word level 2.
Right.
That is 8 big hit points, not 8 little hit points. 8 big hit points.
It's like 16 on me right now, so
Vala again whispers her words of power, and you feel some of your wounds start to close.
And then I just start like waving my hands in the air,
Like you just don't care?
like I just don't care.
there's already one of them that's dead, Vala.
It's
I put myself on a pedestal and didn't get shot.
gunslinger time. This guy is going to move back here.
Okay.
Do you take an opportunity attack?
No.
Okay. This one moves here. You can see. All right. So all 4 of these guys aim at Vala.
Oh boy.
Shot number 1. Ignore that. Shot number 2 is a nat 20. All right. 15 on that first one, Vala.
15 damage.
Yep. The rest only have 1 shot because they have to reload. That's a 20.
That hits for 20 damage.
Another crit, and then that's these are just the attack rolls.
Okay.
And the last one is an 18.
Yep, that hits.
All right, so crit first. $17 for the crit.
Okay.
11 for the first other one. And 11 for the second one.
Okay. Just to be clear, when you said 15 earlier, that was for the attack, correct?
No, 15 was the damage. You should have got hit 4 times.
Awesome.
So you still up?
I'm looking rough.
Okay.
It's like that scene in V from Vendetta.
Yeah. So she's going to just spin around you.
Okay.
Pull out the 2 pistols on her hips. And, but it'll be at disadvantage. Yeah, she's going to move away from you.
Take an attack of opportunity on her.
She's
She's
may
my
not
marker.
live through this.
Let's see here. Is an 18? No, 15.
15 misses on her.
Yep.
First one, Vala, is a 13.
That's my AC right now.
Okay, and the second one is the same. All right, so
I have 2 hit points.
oh, you're gone. So she sits there, pulls both of the pistols out, and just right in the chest, carries you off your feet. You land on the ground, unconscious.
Okay, well, okay.
What?
No, I was gonna say the first shot would have knocked me unconscious. The second shot hit.
No, because she'd have to roll disadvantage for it because you'd be prone. So I'm just saying they just both hit you before you went.
Okay.
because she didn't wait. She just fired them simultaneously.
6 shots, Vala. 6 shots.
So no failed death saves yet. Cool. That ends their turn. Henri.
Wow, this is looking mighty fine, guys.
You got a buddy nearby who's bleeding out. You got all these Minutemen that are shooting at you. It's just this is by definition a party.
Since it only takes me 10 to get right here, would I be able to do Spare the Dying and drag Vala behind this rock?
Spare the Dying an action?
Yeah.
So
think
technically,
pretty sure.
to move her, you'd have to grapple her, which is an action as well.
Okay. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure it is, but yeah, it's an action. Okay. Well then, if I grab and drag her this turn, would I be able to get? Because I don't know how much it'd take. Half my movement to drag her. I have 20 left after that.
Yeah, when you're dragging someone, you move at half speed. So.
Okay, because I just want to try and drag Vala away from all the gunshots potentially before I bring her back up.
Okay. So yeah, if you go 5, 10, you'd have 20 feet left, so you could drag her 10.
Okay. Oh, no, but go away, Bubble. I don't think I can move your piece, so I guess you want to move Vala right there.
Here? There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. She's partially obscured by the smaller rock there.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything I can do as a bonus action. I can cast Hex on you. Will that help? No, I'm not. I'm done.
Okay. Brings us back up to Lillian.
You're muted.
Lillian rushes forward, blade blazing. Takes a,
We could have the piece for me. And that would be a 21%.
definitely hits. Roll damage.
That would be 14 damage.
All right. She's looking rough as you run up and just slash across her chest. She's bleeding out pretty bad.
Yeah, that was nice.
Okay. She spits in your face as you bring the blade down.
Damage.
How do you want to do this?
Well, I see I wounded over that back. So I told you we did it. You did it. Why would you put you foot back hand and I just behind her?
Okay. So she's down on her knees, and Lillian is talking about not wanting to kill her and you forcing her hand, or them forcing your hand. And she just looks at you, spits at you again. Lillian, you kind of check your hand as you wipe it, and then just spin, bring the blade across, and her head just falls into the river, or the stream there, and her body just falls down.
I see for what everybody got it. And this is your final finish. And that will be my turn.
Okay. You see all 4 of the remaining ones go, "For the captain!" They don't seem to be particularly smart. Commander, you would kind of remember the Minutemen were generally chosen for their fighting ability over their brain power.
Yeah.
That ends Lilianne's turn. Preacher.
Still invisible.
Yep.
I'm
Still
going.
I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna die. But
Wait,
believe
did I
it
get-
now.
When
I'm
do I
not
go
gonna die.
exactly? Because I thought I was before Preacher.
She's 21. You're 19.
Okay, gotcha.
So I'm gonna move here,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray and hit these 3. Yay!
Okay.
Okay, first one.
Now, where you are, you have no cover from any of them.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Just making sure.
I'm aware. First one is a 17 plus 6.
AC 15. So
Okay.
make things go a little bit faster.
So first one hits, second one hits, third one hits.
Okay. And it's
2d6 per.
that dude, and that dude, right?
Yeah, these 3 that are in a triangle right here.
Okay. Yep.
Alright. First one takes 8 damage. Second one, 5. And then 4. Man!
The last one looks
That
really
doesn't
rough
look-
as your bolt of fire hits him. The other two don't look quite as bad off. They haven't really been hit that hard.
That's my turn, and I'm gonna start praying to the gods that I never believed in until now.
Okay. Argenta,
All
your
right, I kind
friend
of
is dead.
I kind of just growl at Lilianne in annoyance,
My
And,
kill.
and then I start darting across the river as I get right in front of this guy, and I'm attacking. recklessly.
He's like patting out a fire.
All 3 attacks reckless.
Okay.
24, 24, and 26.
None of those hit for some odd reason. It's weird.
10 damage, 7 damage, and 3, so 20 total.
You said 20, right?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So you run up and is that all 3 attacks, right?
Yep.
All right. So you run up and attack twice with your axe and stab once with the dagger. He takes all of it. Doesn't seem too affected by it. But he hasn't been hurt much. He's just been shooting at people. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
Nope.
All right, that brings us to Commander.
Okay, so doing this guy, I'm going to go ahead and spin my last shot. I'll go ahead and do sharpshooter again.
Good.
That is 14.
14 just barely misses. Goes
Okay.
ricochets off the rock he's in front of, and he just kind of ducks as he hears the ricochet.
So that's the last shot. Then I'll use my action to reload. And then I will burn an action surge.
Okay.
Attack him again.
Okay.
Same thing. That'll hit. Okay.
Okay.
And then that's ouch. That is 23 points of damage for him.
And he collapses after getting shot right between the eyes.
And then my last attack is going for this one.
Yep.
So right against the ledge. That's a natural 20. Okay.
He's not going to enjoy this.
That's 5 on the die, so that's 10. Plus 10 is 20. Plus 4 is 24.
I was right. He did not enjoy that. So you fire another shot, hits him right in the chest. He gets knocked down a little bit. You can see blood starting to come out of the wound. And anything else you want to do?
No, my turn there.
All right. That brings us to Vala. I need a death save, please.
5.
All right. So the lifeblood is seeping out of her. She's looking more and more pale, and you're starting to see the wear features starting to fade a little bit as her body is shutting down. That brings us to the gunslingers, who are the Minutemen. That one's going to go up to you. Yeah, this one's going to come down here as well. And they've dropped their pistols and are just using their rapiers now. So against Lillian, that's a 19, a nat 20, 24, and a 25.
They all bad.
They all miss. Gotcha. I'll do the crit first here. Really? 14 for the crit.
Alright,
And then one hit is 8.
alright.
Another one is 5. And the last one is 7.
Alright, Junior, 4 by count.
What'd you say?
Hey, Junior, 4 by count.
Oh, I have no idea. I can't do math right now. I can't even remember the number. Let's say yeah. Sure. I trust your math. The other one up by Argenta is going to stab you a couple times.
Yeah, he has advantage because I recklessly attacked him.
Well, the first one's a 19 on the die.
That hits.
Second one is a pair of 15s on the die. So
Yeah,
that's a 6 damage and 11 damage.
okay. Still not below half.
It's the last time I attack you first. Or next time I'm giving everybody magic barbarian killing weapons. What do you mean? I take double damage for it? It's an anti-barbarian sword.
Oh no.
Okay, that's their turn. Henri.
I will cast Spare the Dying and give you 11 hit points. Because I can do that once a day.
Okay, that gives me 11 hit points.
You're not dying.
I gotta move you real quick to get the symbols to work. Sorry. All right. So you're stable but unconscious.
Oh, I'm unconscious still?
Yeah.
No.
Spare the Dying just stabilizes you.
My Warlock ability
Oh.
lets me deal with it once per day.
Never mind. You are 1 hit point. I'm assuming.
No, it's 1d8 plus my con, and I rolled an 8.
Damn. You have 8 hit points. That's cool.
Oh, 8 plus 3.
I'm not dead.
All right, that brings us back up to top of the order. Lillian, you got two friends. Lillian, can you hear me?
Nope.
We have lost Lillian.
All right. Who cast darkness?
I'm going to real quick just refresh. I'll be right back.
That was part of my plan.
Part of your plan, getting rid of Lillian? All right, Lillian, can you hear me? Lillian, can you hear me? Lily, can you hear me? There we go. Am I running out of bandwidth again? Because Streamlabs OBS, I like you. I think you're nice, but you're giving me issues. Shouldn't be happening. All right, Vala and Argenta, you can hear me?
I can hear
Yes.
you.
I can hear you.
Breach can
I
hear
can too.
All right,
hear
Andre.
you.
Commander.
Yeah, I
cool.
can hear you.
The only one I'm missing is Lillian, the
Same
person
here.
whose term it is.
Same.
All right, we're gonna skip over her turn real quick, and we'll just insert her once we get her back. So that's gonna bring us to Commander.
Is it Argenta before me?
You're right, Argentus. Sorry.
And then isn't Preacher before me?
Well, Lillian's back. So dang, damn it. Guys, I have the numbers written down in front of me. I didn't think you wanted to go in numerical order. I just think, 18 is a cooler number than 21, so it was cool order.
Oh, jeez.
Lillian, do something.
I will.
All right, quickly before I start counting again.
And you have a bachelor's degree.
True. I have a bachelor's degree in marketing management. Like, there's a lot of numbers in that. I passed like 3 accounting courses. I don't know how.
Me neither now.
25%.
Yeah, definitely ahead.
That would be 11.
Okay, I gotta figure out who's who here. Which you left or right are you hitting? Oh, that guy. Okay, cool. You said 11.
Yeah,
Cool. That hits. Second attack.
yeah. 21.
Another hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
That would be 15 damage.
All right. So you kind of spin with your sword, slash once, and he tries to deflect it, misses just barely, and it gets his leg. He spins around to parry the next blade, and you feint, bring it around, and just thrust it into him. Get back out into a defensive stance. And anything else you want to do?
No.
Cool. Now it's Argenta.
It's Preacher, right?
It's Preacher. God damn it! I was looking at the 21, and I went, okay, next jump.
Oh man.
TPK, dragon comes, everybody's dead. Now we got the numbers wrong.
No.
Okay, so of the three still standing, which one looks the worst, like damaged wise?
The two by are the one on Lillian's left looks pretty bad, and then the one by Argenta looks pretty bad.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the one that's to the left of Lillian, and I'm gonna cast Chill Touch.
Okay.
So that's a 19 plus 6,
Definitely hits.
and that is 14 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move to my hidey spot.
Okay. So you watch as Preach sits there and just points your hand, and this ghostly claw just shoots out and goes around the guy's neck. And as he's sitting there clawing at it, she just runs away. You gonna hide?
No, I'll just stay behind my rock.
Okay. All right. That's the end of your turn. Now it's Henri. No, Argenta.
3 attacks, reckless.
I need to get a blender sound effect.
23, 24, and 21.
Yep. Go ahead and just roll all the damage.
All at once. So that's a 9, 5, and another 9, so 18, 23.
Looking bad, but still upright.
Okay.
As you just fillet the darn guy. You're starting to see the acknowledgement in their eyes that maybe this was a bad idea. Anything else you want to do?
Nope.
Now it's a commander.
But I thought. Never mind.
Mess with me one more time. Go for it.
No, God, I don't want to do that.
Beholder will appear faster than you can say.
I'm going to attack this one on Lillian's right.
Okay.
2 attacks, both are sharpshooter. So,
Okay.
first one is no, that does not hit. What is? Because I don't think I have it written down yet, or I forgot. But what is the misfire we need for mine? Is it 1?
I believe since yours was a custom job, I believe it's either a 2 or a 3. We'll call it a 2 for right now. I'd have to look through my notes again, but we'll call it a 2.
Okay, good, because I just barely missed it.
Okay.
So that does not hit. And the second one is, what's that? Let's hold on. 11 plus. Oh, wait, I'm reading that wrong. 15 to hit. Is that the right number?
Yep.
Okay, cool. That's a 16 to damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. So, Commander fires off a few shots, and hits that guy. Brings us to Vala. You have 8 hit points and are prone but conscious.
I thought I had 11.
11.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Stop. Numbers
All
are
right.
bad.
Sorry.
Numbers
all
are
right.
of the devil. And you guys aren't dealing with devils yet. I can bring devils out if you want to deal
Nope.
with them.
my lycanthropy is fine. Of the two gentlemen next to Liliane, is one of them looking gruffer than the other?
Yes, the one on his left is looking. Actually, they look kind of the same.
All right, I'm going to go for the one on his left, and I'm going to use Vicious Mockery,
Okay.
and I'm going to
that
just
a
shout at
save?
him. Yeah, must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw.
He makes it. Or wait, what's your
DC 15.
Yeah, just barely. He got it 15.
I'm going to shout at him anyways.
Okay.
You are so dumb. You think Cheerios are donut seeds?
He's like,
And he's just like,
but they
what's
are.
a Cheerio?
Cool. Anything else you want to do? Maybe a Yo Mama joke?
I will inspire Liliane
Good.
and just be like, stick him with a pointy end.
All right. Liliane, you feel inspired to stick him with the pointy end.
Alright.
Now that we've done her, it's their turn. Bunch of stabby stabs against Liliane. That's 19
Yeah.
and a lot higher. We'll deal with them first. Stop it. It's a 6 damage and 11 damage.
Alright. 17.
Yep. You still up?
Yeah.
Hey, two more stabby stabs. That's 12 and a nat 20. So the crit is 10 damage total.
I'm rough, but I'm up.
Not bad. And then 2 attacks against Vala. Not Vala. Argenta.
Argenta. At advantage.
1 hit.
Okay.
2 hits. 17
Okay.
hits, right?
Yep.
Okay. So that's 4 damage and stop falling. And 12 damage.
So 8. I'm below half, guys.
And then he gets 4 more turns. Henri, do something.
I'm just going to shoot an Eldritch Blast, 1 beam at each surrounding Liliane.
Okay.
14, I'm assuming misses, and a lot higher on the second one.
14 misses, a lot higher hits. 1 higher would actually hit, but
I gotta do math now. 6 plus 5, 11.
numbers are evil.
Yes, they are. So 11 on the one on the right.
Okay, so you fire one and it explodes the dirt next to the first one. You fire another one, it hits him right in the chest. He's wheezing pretty hard. You see him coughing up blood. Anything else you want to do?
I'll just stay where I'm at, kind of shielding Vala.
Okay, Liliane, do whatever you want without the use of numbers.
We're gonna have to roll with alphabet dice now. You ready?
Yeah, I got an A.
I got a capital B, lowercase z.
And I got a epsilon. Are we rolling Greek letters?
No, that's for damage.
Oh.
I've got. I don't know. It's a bunch of it's Cyrillic. Does that mean something to you? It's like a little house. And one person, I'm rolling hieroglyphics. I got kitty cat. Ooh, walk like an Egyptian.
Oh no.
Lillian, what'd you roll? Sorry.
1.
Oh, you got a nat 1 on both attacks?
No, I know. First.
Okay. Well, that obviously misses. However, that ground will never be the same. There's a fern that is not going home to its family. Guy.
23.
Definitely hits. Roll damage.
12 damage.
All right. Again, looking really, really rough. He's coughing up blood. He's got blood coming out of his eyes and stuff. Or he's got a cut above his eye that's bleeding into it. Anything else?
Oh, no.
Okay. Preach. Now that I'm going in numerical order. Instead of my better DM order. No, you guys want to use numbers? That's fine. I won't do cool stuff for you guys anymore, okay?
I'm gonna pop out from behind my Heidi rock, and I'm gonna cast Chill Touch again at the dude on the left because he refuses to die. That's a natural 20.
Okay, roll damage.
48.
Wow.
Well, I did 2d8 and double that to it got 11, so 22.
And you sit there, fire off your Chill Touch, and as it goes around, you see his breath get you start seeing his breath. You see frost appearing around his mouth and around his nose and around his eyes, and then his skin just turns that kind of pale blue, and then he just falls to the ground.
I'm gonna say, "Yay, I did something!" and then go back to my hidey hole.
All right, that brings us to Argenta.
Blender technique. Recklessly. 19 on the first.
But just roll damage on that first one.
Okay. For the first one, I did 10 damage.
He drops.
The blender technique gets introduced to a new combatant.
They're getting less and less pleased with each passing turn.
The second one is a nat 20. And then the dagger, the higher, it does not higher, 14.
That's a miss.
Okay. But the nat 20 is 14 slashing.
He's still up. Not very happy with you. Commander, put him out of his misery.
Yeah, okay. 2 shots, sharpshooter. So,
I'm just going to predict a natural 20.
Oh, wait. I only have 1 shot. I only have 1 shot left.
And you don't really
So,
need
I only get 1.
sharpshooter. I'm just going to put that out there.
I'm just going to do it anyways.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No, sorry. The first attack is reload. So that took care of that. And then I have my 1 shot. Oh, crap. Can I take the sharpshooter back?
Nope. I gave you the chance.
I know.
But you don't
I
need
know,
it. It's like, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm like, watch him fucking miss.
Yeah, that's a 9.
Then a beholder shows up.
Oh, crap.
You fire a shot. It goes so far wide. It hits Argenta. But Argenta is invincible because Argenta never gets, hurt at all, ever, in the history of ever.
Right.
I almost died that one time.
I'm hitting you
That
with
one
fire
time.
next time.
Ah,
Vala,
you monster.
you should totally kill him with vicious mockery.
I'm assuming he's
See,
a
isn't that
human.
much better?
He is a human.
Excellent. I will cast Vicious Mockery and say to him, as an outsider, what do you think of the human race?
He seems less than pleased with a 10. Roll
Then
your
he
damage.
takes 5 psychic damage.
How do you want to do this?
I just want him to feel shame and sink down.
So he
Like,
he looks at you and he's like, "That's what the bullies at school used to say. They're so mean," and just falls over dead.
Gareth. Sorry.
Yeah. So that's that. You guys, Vala, as you sit there, kind of recovering, you notice there are daisies right next to your feet.
fitting.
For the rest of you guys, you're. What are you guys going to do? There are 6 bodies here.
I would like to go around and collect the ammo they have
Okay.
and the guns.
I want to, before he does it, I just kind of try and slip the gun into my coat.
Okay.
I-
Make a sleight of hand check.
Please.
So. Okay, so that's my sleight of hand.
This is
not
going to end very well.
13?
Okay, what's your passive perception, Commander?
16.
So, yeah, you notice Argenta just kind of, with her foot, brings one of the guns over and then slowly tries to nonchalantly reach down. She starts whistling,
Argenta.
picks it up, and then just, like, slowly puts it into her coat.
I just want to be staring at her while she's doing it, just so it's just like blatantly obvious. Like, really?
I've
I'm scared.
learned to move so slow. It is almost imperceptible.
Bites chip.
No, we can see you. No, you cannot.
I'm still
Then a
putting it
random girl with antenna goes, "Hi, Argenta."
I'm just still putting it in my coat, like, you can't get these anywhere else.
Do
You know that we're... Okay, alright.
I'll just look around.
I'll just toss it in the pile.
I'll look around at everybody. Do we want to try to stabilize them?
They're kind of... I look down at the bloody mess.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah, they're pretty gone.
I mean, I know the one without the head, pretty much. But
Well, this one's missing her head. That one's missing their brains, as I look at the one the commander shot straight between the eyes.
That one's head is frozen.
I'm just gonna sit
That
on the
one
rock.
took its own life.
Oh.
Or rather, I mean,
Uh,
not to make light of that, let's say cerebral hemorrhage.
oh.
Okay.
I would like to get as much of the silver ammo that they had.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me 2D. Go 3D12.
Oh, okay. Oh, 2 11s and a 5, so that's 27.
Okay, so you in total are able to pick up about 27 silver shot. And enough regular shot to kind of refill your stores. We're not going to really keep track of the regular shot.
Yeah. That's
If it wasn't for Vala's heals, by the way, I would be a lot more hurt.
That's why they all shot her to hell.
I am really hurt.
Yeah, me too.
So where you guys are again is a nice little stream. There's some trees around and stuff like that. So you guys, if you wanted to, you could rest there. You're not far enough off of the path that the Angel of Death was clearing for you, that he won't be able to find you. So if
Well, shooting spree, I'm sure he could.
yeah, he'll have no problem, especially if you make a fire or anything. Like he'll find you in a second.
I don't think we want to camp right next to all the bodies, though.
Yeah, that,
But we do kind of want to hide them.
Does anybody have a shovel?
No.
Does anyone have a dungeoneering kit?
I have a priest pack. You want that?
Markedly enough, priest pack doesn't come with a shovel.
hey,
Like incense for 'em.
I have a crowbar and hammer.
If you guys want to try to hide the bodies or bury them, you can. Without a shovel, it's going to be a little bit tougher, but it's possible. The stream is not deep enough for you guys to dispose of them in there, but is big enough to be a source of water.
oh, I do have a shovel.
Oh, so Lillian's got a shovel if you want to bury them.
All right. So
I have
I'm
explorer's pack. I don't know if that helps.
I'm one of the least hurt, so I'll take the shovel, and while they're resting, I'll dig a
Okay.
ditch to bury them in.
All right, so that'll take the better part of like 4 to 6 hours easily, especially if it's only you doing it. Like it's a lot of work to get a pit big enough to bury 6 bodies.
All right.
I have a
Go ahead.
explorer's kit. I don't know if that comes with a shovel.
I'd have to look again. I don't have my PHP right here, do I? I do. I think it should list the kits in here.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, but I don't see the explorer's kit anywhere. Or
Backpack, bedroll, mess kit, tinderbox, 10 torches, 10 days of rations, a water skin, and 50 feet of hemp rope.
So not in there.
Never mind.
No. I don't know where I got my benefit.
It's useful. So anyway, I'm gonna need a total of 3 Constitution saves from you, Argenta.
Cool, that's something I'm good at. First one is a 14.
Okay.
Second one is a nat 20.
Okay.
Third one is another 14.
Okay. You gain 2 levels of exhaustion as you're digging this ditch.
Okay.
But you are able to dig it and bury them in there. And then if anyone wants to make a survival check to kind of hide the ditch.
I'm not that good at it. I don't know if anybody's supposed to do it.
The whole time she was digging, I want to just go for a walk to make sure that there's no one else on the way, since it was going to take her some time.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Alrighty. I don't even remember what my perception is. It's been that long since I've rolled one. Oh, okay. Wow, okay. 21.
Yeah, looking around, you don't see any signs of anyone else. You guys are far enough off the beaten path that there's not a good chance that someone's going to come across you on accident, unless they're, for some reason, follow this stream.
Okay. I'll just walk like good 200-300 feet away while she's digging.
Okay.
I will tend to the bodies and prepare them.
Okay. So,
I'm
go ahead.
probably cut out.
Okay, yeah. Lillian just
I'm
drops.
really close.
Lillian just drops and bleeds on herself for a little while.
I crawl to the stream, let my hair down, and then lay down with my hair in the stream, and then also pass out.
All right, so you guys gonna make camp or just take? Because by the time Argenta's done digging, it'll be, dusk, twilight-ish.
You don't need to stay here, so we need to move.
Yes.
You guys move.
So you might be able to get, maybe an hour or two of travel before it just gets too dark to go anywhere. So
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Lillian, so she gets 8 hit points back.
you have a long enough time to get a short rest, so you can burn
Okay.
some dice.
Then I will play them a Song of Rest, so they may also get back to 2 hit points if they choose to use their hit dice.
Okay. So everybody rolls it that needs it. I'm gonna real quick hit reconnect. All right, we're just not having good stuff right now. All right. Anyway, preach, Henri, Commander. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
I can
fine.
hear you.
Okay, cool. I got you three. I had Val for a second.
I can see Vala.
Yep, I got Val. I'm waiting for Argenta and Lillian. All right, we'll just go. You guys travel for another hour to kind of get away from them, and you find a place to set up camp for the night. The Angel of Death comes back, and it's kind of impressed that you were able to take out 6 Minutemen because again they're the Black Ops teams, and you guys are able to make camp for the night, and that's where we're going to end it for tonight, or today, whatever it is. Thank you to everyone that tuned in. Rex Monster 00 Live. Thanks for showing up. Thanks, Elias, for the cheer. And if you want to see the rest of this episode, which may go up in pieces on my YouTube channel because I forgot to record it. I normally record it locally. But it'll be uploaded to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/TrainerJody, along with all the other episodes. Otherwise, that's all for me today, and I'll see you guys next time. All right? Bye-bye.